well, the internet's pretty boring in terms of brand names. Oh, hey, look at this GeoCities webpage that somebody's made with sparkles, and it's all about Sailor Mars. So I'm gonna read someone's pre-fanfic page.
Yeah. Oh yeah, newsletters.
Rock Pusher and a few other folks seem to have found that thing. It was the Wreck of the Titan, or Futility, and it was written in 1898, and it kind of predicted the Titanic's sinking, even though it didn't really predict it. It was just
that's freaky.
Yeah, just coincidence, but cool.
Or prophecy.
Or prophecy, possible.
Can't say it wasn't prophecy.
I once read a Sailor Moon fanfic on a GeoCities page that was super, like, they'd done a really neat job where it was like there were a few paragraphs at a time and you'd hit like a next button and every scene had like a different kind of Sailor Moon music that was meant to suit the theme. So like if they were in like a battle, the battle music was playing and stuff. And I had to turn it off eventually because it was just like, this is actually just psyching me out while I'm trying to read words.
Too overwhelming. No music.
But it was neat at the time. Before we all found our own like little websites to be like, oh hey, look, we all put our fan fiction here now.
Yeah. Before billionaires owned the fan fiction websites.
Wait, really?
I mean,
I assume so, actually.
Technically, like, because of Amazon Web Services, Jeff Bezos probably owns most of the fan fiction real estate on the internet at this point, right?
I've never really thought about it.
Yeah, the fan fiction dollars are what put him into space.
Sorry, that's beautiful.
And then he went up on a ship shaped like a wiener. It's poetry, is what it is.
You gotta penetrate that sky somehow.
Yeah, as the Firefly theme song says, you gotta penetrate the sky somehow.
Yeah, I remember only being allowed to have so much time on the computer at home. And so but all I really wanted to do was read these fan fictions that I had found that I was like really invested in, because the people would write like a new chapter every week, and because I wasn't allowed to be on the computer for very long to read, because I don't think my mom knew what I was doing. I was like, all right, well, the solution to this problem is to print out every fanfic and slap it into a binder, and then whenever I want to read them, I'll just pull them out again.
I love it.
Wow, you're an anthology.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I found out about an actual book series that way because I was very adamant that I would not read crossover fanfics, and then I found a Zelda fanfic that I didn't realize was a crossover with a book series for a long time, but the person was really good at the writing, and then I was like, oh wait, this is a book. I need to go read this book series now.
It's amazing.
I don't remember the book series. That's why I'm not telling you. Just yeah.
I think the first fanfic I can remember reading was actually really nicely written, like not all not super horny, let's put it that way. But it was Aerith and Vincent from Final Fantasy VII meeting, and like this whole like, oh, she's so sweet and nice, and he's so injured and broody and emotionally unavailable. And I read that. I loved it. I ate it up as a young 20-something, whenever that was. I was like, yeah, this is so cool.
Yeah, I remember reading like everything I could get my hands on, and then I ran out of what I considered was the good fan fiction because like all the other stuff was just not good in my opinion, and I just started writing my own because I was like, well, I need something to do while I wait for someone else to write the next chapter.
That's the mark of a true artist. Honestly, I need this in the world, so I might as well make it.
Mm-hmm.
I made friends that way because I get like comments from other authors that I liked reading, and they'd be like, "Oh, did you know like this thing?" And I'm like, "Oh, cool!" And then we'd like email each other like writing tips and things. It was fun at the time.
That's really cool. Like that's actually building skills and contacts and networking and stuff. Like
yeah, That's the ideal outcome for writing fan fiction, is that you meet people with your passions and enthusiasms. I wonder how many like published working writers got their start in online fan fiction circles. Like at some point, like scholarship is going to have to, the academic circles are going to have to profile like fan fiction as an incubator for, you know, working writers.
It definitely is.
Sometimes it's just easier.
50 Shades of Grey. It's not just that.
Oh, please.
Yeah, no Twilight, no 50 Shades.
Sometimes it's just easier to like kind of start writing something when you already have a base to work off of, and you're like, okay, I know what all these characters are like, so I'm just gonna go with it.
Like the blank canvas program.
Cloth. Yeah.
Blank canvas problem. That's the word I was trying to say. Yeah.